So I have a question for you. Are you really happy with your life? Can you honestly say that you have reached your highest potential? If not, I want you to join me on my show, La Dolce Vita, the Formula for Fabulous Living, where I talk about how to go from ordinary to extraordinary. There's a formula, so stay tuned. Frankie Lee, dimmi, qual è senso della vita?
The meaning of life is to live la dolce vita, which is the formula for fabulous living.
Hi, my name is Heather Picken, and welcome to the La Dolce Vita Show, the formula for fabulous living. I'm the catalyst in helping you to be more confident, create your dream business, and attract elite clients and live a fabulous life. Here's Heather helping you to upgrade your life to
fabulous. Upgrade your life to fabulous. Right, Frankie? You're fabulous.
Welcome to another episode of La Dolce Vita, the formula for fabulous living. And today I want to talk about how to go from ordinary to extraordinary. So if you're looking to push past your stuck points, maybe you have a business, or maybe you want to get in the best shape of your life, or maybe you want to attract that most amazing relationship, and you don't want to attract the things that have happened in your past. Well, I'm here to tell you there is a formula for your success. And once you find out what makes you truly fabulous, you go to the next level of your awareness. And why is that important? Well, if you really want to change something, you have to create a level of awareness of where you are at and also what has happened to you in the past. Now, I like to say, your past does not have to hold you back, but what happens, or I should say the problem, is that a lot of times people have a perception of what has happened to them, and then they run the story. And I'm here to tell you, if you truly want to go from ordinary to extraordinary, you have to let go of that story and realize that everything that happens to your life is a gift. And the wisdom is being able to see both sides playing out at the same time and realizing that you are living this divine perfection. The universe has a plan for you. And, the question is, are you on your path, or are you going off your path? And so, the conversation is about, living that extraordinary life, giving yourself permission to do that. Now, let's look at some of the instances where people stop themselves from really living to their highest potential. It comes in a form of other people's approval. Now, I can tell you, I have faced this so many times in my life, and I am definitely an expert in this field, where I would be starting my business, or I would be like in a relationship, and I would get someone telling me, Heather, who are you to do that? And so when I heard that voice from someone else, I started second guessing myself. I started asking myself a disempowering question. Well, yeah, who am I? And the thing is, when you're taking on that energy and you're believing those people, those naysayers, you're making it true. And I don't want you to make it true for yourself. Now, what I want you to realize is that you're always going to have people to put you off your path. They want to get you into the ordinary mode, the way that everyone else is living. And I am here to empower women to own their fullest potential. And that means living an extraordinary life. That means, dreaming big and diving into their deepest desires. And part of that is pissing off other people. Yes, you heard me right. Sometimes you got to piss other people off. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to do it intentionally, but what I'm saying is that you will have people, when you're on your path and really focusing on a goal, you're excited about it, there's going to be someone that is going to try to push you off your path. They're going to try to get in your way. Now, whether that's unconscious or conscious, it doesn't matter. But here's the wisdom. This is the wisdom of, my La Dolce Vita show, having those golden nuggets of going, oh gosh, I know exactly what she means, is that you'll always experience those challenges. You'll never get away from your challenges, and you actually want challenges. I believe I did a show about this, or maybe I wrote an article about how challenges are actually good for your brain. You grow the most when you're having the challenges. So, I find a lot of people, they just don't know how to handle challenges. And, it's really about, coming from a place of asking the right question. CEOs and leaders, they are at that position because they're able to handle the biggest challenges. And guess what? When you handle challenges and you know that you're going to have obstacles with each goal, you're going to go to a new level of awareness once you accomplish those goals, right? So you set a goal, you break through it, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, if I can do this, I can do anything. I want to share a story years ago where I was really disempowered in the area of my body. I was beating myself up. I hated the way that I looked. And I went to my first bodybuilding competition. And I remember seeing these women on stage with these ripped, chiseled abs and saying, wow, I wish I could look like them. But then I had this voice inside of my head saying, I could never give up my chunky monkey ice cream and pizza. And it became, I kind of tucked it away in the back of my mind. But then it kept, my intuition was nudging me going, Heather, come on, let's do it. Because I just really was not happy with my body. I wanted to go from ordinary to extraordinary. Now, some people will say, well, just be happy in the body that you're in. But I'm here to tell you, I was miserable. So why do I want to listen to what other people say? Now, here's an interesting thing. At the same time, I was going out with a boyfriend that was a bodybuilder, and I told him my secret dream. And that dream was to compete in a bodybuilding competition. And mind you, I've never done it before. And I was kind of freaking out, but I was excited. I'm like, I want to do it. I want to prove to myself that I can champion, my mindset and align my body to do whatever I wanted. And guess what? He was the greatest gift and lesson that put me off my path. Now, at that time, for some reason, I had the wisdom inside of me that said, I am going to do this. I am just going to do it. He was laughing at me. And at the time, I actually wanted to start my own fitness business. So he put me down for that as well. So I want you to imagine right now, who is trying to put you off your path? Who is trying to put you in the box of ordinary when you want to break out and be extraordinary? I know there's people right now, because if you're not giving yourself permission to play full out, those people are necessary players in your game of life. So realize it, write it down right now, because this is going to be important. So let me go back to the story. So I'm in this relationship, and I find at the same time where I'm getting ready for this competition that this then boyfriend was cheating on me. And again, it was the biggest blessing I could have ever received, because it taught me, no, I don't want to put up with this. I don't want to be in this kind of relationship. And so I got out, and I still started training. I started training because, he was a catalyst for me to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. And so I started training my body, and I was focusing, and I'm going to do this, like the song and the background of my mind, Eye of the Tiger was playing. And every time I would go into the gym, I would use that. I would have this fuel, and it would just fire me up. And, it was months later, I'm getting ready for the show, and I'm stepping out on stage. Now, at the time, I had black short hair. So imagine, if you're watching me on video, very short black hair, like up to probably a little bit past my ears. And that's another story in of itself, why I had short black hair. But anyways, I get up there, and, some of these other women were very, well-conditioned, leaner than me. Some of them had bigger muscles. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't doing steroids or anything. This is an all-natural bodybuilding competition. And so I get up on stage, And I was so proud of myself. I was so proud that I pushed past those obstacles, that I didn't listen to anyone, and particularly that boyfriend, to put me off my path. And I didn't care if I placed in that bodybuilding competition, because I proved to myself in that moment, when I'm true to myself and I follow my path, that I can do anything that I put my mind to. And when I was on stage, they called the women out. And I actually got called out for third place. I got third place in my first bodybuilding show. In that moment, I wanted to freeze frame time. As I was holding my trophy, my thought in my mind was like, Heather, if you can do this, you can do anything in your life. I have to tell you, that was one of my defining moments in my life that carried me over to all of the obstacles that I've faced from that point and up until today. When I have a challenge or challenger telling me that I can't do something, I look and see within myself and say, Heather, is this congruent? Is this aligned with what I want to do? And if I'm saying yes, I go forward. I don't let anyone or anything get in my way. I take inventory of my mind. I take inventory of the people that I want to have around in my life. So I want you to look at the people you're surrounding yourself. Are they trying to pull you down and to be ordinary? Or are you hanging around people that want you to be extraordinary? It's your choice every single day. And I'm here to help you to find your own formula, to make you fabulous, to do, be, and have whatever you want, because that power is all within you. It starts within you. It starts within your mind, creating success and taking action every single day, and having the support and accountability, those people that could be your cheerleaders. That's why I love coaching and mentoring people all around the world to birth what they want to get out, whether it be their business, whether it be their body, or maybe it's a boyfriend. I have worked with so many people having all these other issues and these obstacles, these so-called perceived obstacles, because after all, it's your perception. It's your perception of what you believe is true, and you can change that. You've got the power to change that. But yet, a lot of times, we just allow ourselves to be disempowered by other people. And you don't want that to happen. I have lived a lifetime of being disempowered, and now I'm in my power, because my story is that I've been disempowered in every area of my life, from money to men, and I have made it my mission. My mission is to help millions of women to own their power, to own their greatness, and live what I call their La Dolce Vita life. I'm so inspired. I wake up every single day and I ask myself this question: who can I help today? And so if you found this show to be helpful, please share, rate, review, subscribe to my show, because it's my mission to help women just like you. And if you're a fabulous man listening to this, then kudos to you, because you're awesome. And let me know what show topics you want to hear the most, because I am here to serve you in the biggest way. Until next time, this is Heather Picken with La Dolce Vita, the formula for fabulous living. So if you found this show to be fabulous, share with your fabulous friends, rate, review, and subscribe on YouTube and iTunes. And I'll make sure I take a beatbox lesson, right? Or give my little chihuahua a bone. That's me. Fabulous.